I have a very serious question that I'm really concerned about, and I'm hoping you can clear it up. You hear me? Can you hear me?
Jenna, we can't hear. Jenna, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Jenna. If you're talking. I saw her on mute her mic, but I don't hear her.
Okay. So a few days ago on Cam and Allie's channel, they were discussing, and I brought this up before, but I never really got an answer, or a truthful one anyway. But on Cam and Allie's, they were talking about.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Candace was on. This is when Candace was on the Dr. Phil show, and Cam and Allie. The whole topic of the show was the reason. Sorry, let me get up here and speak. The question was, the whole premise of the show was about the reason that Candace was so upset is because the mention of the cornbread mafia. The reason for that was that someone had called her and said there was a sighting of Summer, and then called back and said no, it wasn't. Right? And Jenna, you're the one that called Candace with that sighting of Summer. Okay. So why I saw in the chat where you said that was me. They said I don't know if we can say names or whatnot, and you said it was me that called. Right?
Yes.
So my question to you is, if you say you didn't call until after filming the show, that is what you said that day. You said,
yes.
Okay. If that was true, if it was after the filming, then why did you not speak up and say, no, I didn't call until after the filming? So that couldn't be why she's upset.
No, I did. If you would go back to that live, they turned off the comments to that chat because I went back in there and I clarified that no, that's not the reason why she was so upset. And Cam and Allie, they took off the comments so nobody else could comment on that live. Because when I talked to Candace about that, they was not filming. They filmed in the morning time and they ended too.
Okay. Well,
when I talked to her, it was later on the afternoon when this happened.
I understand you said that. But then why didn't you, when you were talking in chat to Cam and Allie, you said that was me that called. They then said, yes, her friend called she got a phone call with a sighting of Summer in Georgia or I forget where exactly.
Yeah, it's Georgia.
But, okay. So why then did you not say, but no, that's not the reason she's upset because I didn't call during the filming. But you did, Jenna. You called during filming and told Candace that you saw Summer.
That's not true.
But it is true.
But it's not true. How are you going to tell me?
Because I'm trying to explain that, and maybe I'm not explaining myself perfectly.
No, but
I do have Asperger's, but bear with me.
Okay, you're fine.
So if someone's speaking and they say, hey, Jenna was upset because Ziggy called her right before that, and then you even come into the chat and say, it was me, I called. Right, so why then would you allow it to continue under the pretense that that was the reason Candace was so upset? Because
I wasn't paying attention to the headline of the whole thing. I just went in there.
That was the title of the video.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. But when, I seen that's what it was, I went back and corrected it. And then that's when.
You did correct it, but you didn't.
I did correct it.
Jenna,
you can ask Cam and Allie if I corrected it.
I corrected it, Jenna. I was there. I watched the whole thing.
Okay.
You told them
I did not correct it in chat. I said what I said. Yes, I was the one that called.
Okay.
But then when I came out of the chat.
So when you said it was me that called, but I didn't call her during the show because they were saying Candace got this very distressing call, and that's the reason she was upset.
That's not the reason why Candace was upset.
Can I say something? Hey, aren't you the same one that came at her the last time about this?
Yes, because
Jenna, this is the same lady that gave me the hard time the last time.
I mean, it's cool. It is what it is because she ain't gonna catch me in no lie. Because everything I have to say, I say it.
Because I see, but Jenna, you're not truthful. You're not being truthful. I saw it. You know it.
Would you please ask Cam and Allie? Listen, ma'am, can I please speak? Can you please ask Cam and Allie after that live was over? When the live is over, you cannot comment in that chat no more. So you go to the comments. Can I please finish talking, please?
No,
I let you sit here and you accusing me of stuff. So I went into the comments and I said that was not while Candace was filming.
You did not say that, Jenna.
They cut the comments off. How you going to tell me I did not say that?
If they cut the comments off, then how did you speak to them and tell them this?
Because after I went in there, it caused a big confusion, a big chaos because what I said. Now, if anybody is in this chat, they will verify that I said what I said on that comment thing, and then Cam and Allie shut the comments off. Now, if you know so much, contact Cam and Allie.
I was there in chat. They did not cut the comments off at that time. They did
not. No, they cut the comments off after the live, ma'am. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
When you said it was me, I called, but yet.
Ma'am, I have nothing else to say to you because you are twisting my words around. So if you have a comment question for somebody else, feel free, but I will not talk to you no more.
I have seen people say that you're still talking to Candace, and I've seen that comment go around.
Ziggy, do you have the text message that I sent you, last message that I sent to Candace?
Also, Jenna, why would you call?
Ma'am, will you please hush for a second? No. You ain't got nothing to say to me, Ziggy. The screenshot I sent you, the last message I sent to Candace. Can you please put that on screen?
Have I called you out on it?
No, this is from a long time
ago. This was from a while ago. This ain't got nothing to do with what you're saying, ma'am.
I asked for myself.
Can I say something? You had the perfect opportunity to say, when you said, that's me, I called, but that's not why she was upset because I didn't call until after filming. Why did you allow the pretense to continue without correcting them right then and there?
I said what I said and I came out of chat. Then
I'm so confused why this is so important. Like,
because I've seen
you came on panel like one other time and like accused her of this. Like it seems like
this is because it's important to me because I've seen it go round and around that Jenna is still talking to Candace and that they believe that she is just getting information but still talking to Dawn and Candace.
Really? I'm still talking to Dawn and Candace? I'm sorry, I'm not.
And that action that day
roll the tape.
Did look that way. It
did
look that way, Jenna. You have to admit, did that not
please pull it up, Ziggy.
I'm trying to find it.
Hey, Jenna.
Yeah. Ma'am, I have nothing else to say to you, really.
I'll pull this up. I found it.
How suspicious is it that you would call Candace saying you saw Summer during the filming of Dr. Phil?
They was not filming. Okay. They was not filming. And you know the sad thing about it is when she found out that it wasn't Summer, she wasn't upset.
Okay, this is what you said. The whole show was about that, though. You never corrected them. You let them go on and say, yes, this is why Candace was so upset.
Thank you,
She
Laura.
wasn't upset
No.
about Cornbread Mafia. She was very upset about a call that she got saying that there was a sighting of Summer. And then the person called back, and there was no, and then it was a false thing. Okay, but how suspicious is it? How did that happen? You saw a sighting of Summer that day, the day she's on Dr. Phil. How sus does that look?
If you thought you saw Summer, would you just let it
No,
fly because
Jenna
of what
said
Candace
that
and Dawn
she-
had
okay,
going on?
So Candace's best friend just happened to see Summer that day when she's on Dr. Phil.
Can you read that? Can you read that, Ziggy, please?
Yeah.
How can she control when she sees her, when she thinks she sees her. Like, that's so asinine. Oh, she can't see her that day because they're filming on Dr. Phil.
And like I
And
said,
did
the
Jenna
show
call and
was
say that she
about
thought-
that call.
Oh, I thought
And
it was in
if
the
she
video.
If she didn't make the call, until later on that afternoon, why did she not tell Cam when she said it was me? I made that call. Why did you just let it go with that and then let them continue? Yes, Candace.
Because I
Why
came
would I do
out
them
when I
out?
said that.
Jenna, no, you didn't. I saw you.
You saw me? I didn't go on panel, ma'am. I didn't go on panel.
I know you did. I saw you in the chat. You didn't leave. You said it was me more than once, and you never said. But
Will you
Cam,
please,
never
since
said,
you tried to
"But
come at
Cam."
me like this, ask Cam and Allie why did they delete or turn off the comments of that whole live?
How convenient, huh?
What are you getting at? What are you getting at?
Either. I'm so
I keep seeing-
confused.
because I keep seeing it going around that you are still talking.
No,
to
you're
Candace.
seeing that from a certain.
Just listen to
But
gossip.
this whole day.
Can you stop talking and listen?
Okay, so here's a message on October 29th. Well, it was the Thursday after October 29th. It looks like it. Candace sent some messages, and then it says, this is Jenna's message. Says, Candace, I watched the Dr. Phil show today. You know, and Dawn know what happened to Summer. I don't think you hurt your baby, but I do think you know what Dawn did to her. He's going to have you sitting in prison for the rest of your life. It's time for Candace to stand up and stop being a victim of Dawn. You need to go to the police department and tell them everything. That way you won't get charged with the murder of your daughter. You know Dawn was not at work. This has to end. Only you can be the hero for Summer. But she sent that message because of the Dr. Phil show, which she didn't hear back from her. But before that, which was obviously before October 29th, because you can see this date right here, was her last message, really, like when they were actually talking. But this was something that she sent just because of Dr. Phil show, just to say, you know.
I
you know,
understand that, Ziggy. That's not what I'm talking about, though. I understand that.
I know, but if she was still talking to Candace, why would she be like saying this kind of stuff? You know what I mean?
Well, okay, and my question to you is, if she wasn't still talking to Candace, then why didn't she, when she clicked over to Cam and Allie's show, where the whole title of the show was giving Candace a legitimate excuse to be upset? It wasn't about Cornbread Mafia. It was because of this call she got. But okay,
That's a complete
Jenna-
lie. I didn't read the
Jenna-
title.
Yes, that was the title.
Well, just like in this chat right here, they're talking about Summer, but the title to this chat is not about
I
Summer.
know this. I know this. I'm saying you just happened to click over to Cam and Allie's on the day that they're giving Candace an excuse, and you are in the chat. No, that didn't all just happen, Jenna. I just don't like to be misled. I just don't like that. I don't like.
Well, you don't have to believe a word I have.
Candace.
Honestly, your opinion of me does not matter.
Ziggy, do you understand why I would have that concern? Is it? Am I?
No, I'm
explaining this
very
correctly?
confused.
I
I'm
guess
really
I
confused.
have a
Like,
hard
what's
time
going on?
explaining myself. I do.
I have never watched Cam and Allie because the first time I went to go watch them, when I tried to watch them, I could tell that they were big Dawn supporters.
Yes, they are, and that is.
And see,
why
I didn't
I'm
know
so
that.
concerned. Jenna, how did you not know that? You didn't just have.
I don't watch
to-
every YouTube creator. I only watch Ziggy really seriously,
You
and
need
besides
to
Beanie because he's threatening me, but I don't really watch everybody else's YouTube creators.
Okay,
Sorry.
I don't have time to
this
watch
was the
videos. I'm on here
this
so
was
long.
the name
So
of-
much.
But guys, this was the name of that video that day. I wish I could pull it up. I'm not.
We understand that, ma'am. I understand completely what you're saying, but I did not see the thing stating the reason why Candace was so upset about the Cornbread Mafia.
But that's what they were talking about, Jenna.
Okay, ma'am. I get what you're saying.
And you didn't correct them.
I did correct them after the live was over in the comments because you know when you have a live and then you have comments below, you can comment, and you won't be in the live.
Yeah,
I
comment
put my messages in there, and it got so much chaotic in there. Cam and Allie closed the comments on that thing at all. Now you can message Cam and Allie and ask them to show you the comments that I made in there while you're sitting here calling me a liar.
But you did. Yes, I'm calling you a liar, Jenna, because I'm telling you this. Maybe I'm not.
Ma'am, you have a blessed day.
explaining
Ziggy, I don't have nothing else to say this woman.
But you said.
Ma'am, you have a blessed day. God bless you.
Well,
I'll be praying for you.
Have a truthful day.
Oh, I will. I have a blessed day always.
What would why do you think that?
I just find it.
Can I ask you why would you think she would be lying though? Like I'm so confused.
Well, because she's
That's
not
because
being truthful
no,
about
no, no,
this
why-
moment, for one thing.
Why would she lie though? Why do you think she would lie?
That's what my point is. I don't know. I see people saying that she's just gathering information. For
But
Dawn
look at
Candace.
these messages that she sends. I mean, I don't think that. I mean, it doesn't really look
Oh,
like a
no, I
friendly
know,
message.
no, I understand that. I have heard her tell Candace, or not necessarily. I don't think it was straight to Candace. I have heard her say these things. I know that. That's why I'm so confused, because I know that she thinks that they are guilty of doing something with Summer, but it was just so baffling. Why would she not, when had the opportunity to say, no, Cam, this is not why she's upset? But you never did that, Jenna. I'm talking while it was going on. You
I
that
said
was
that I
me called.
called Candace and thought I seen Summer. The baby girl was not Summer. The PIs contacted me. They got the police over there immediately. And then after that, I mean, I admitted that I called. That's all I said. I did not say anything else. I said, I just want Summer found. Then I came out of the live. But then when it was over, when I heard that channel is for them, and they were trying to say that was the reason why she was upset, I went back into the comments, and
Only after I called you out on it, though.
you didn't call me out on
Yes, I
nothing.
did. I called you out on it that
Ma'am, I don't even know your name.
that very minute that you said it was me that called. Then I'm like, what? I'm
Okay, well, I
lost.
must have not been,
Why would
it must
she-
not have been that important because obviously I wasn't paying attention to see that comment that you made.
Ziggy, do you understand what I'm trying to say? How that looks? I don't know what her
No.
reason would be. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
nothing.
just saying, if there is a show going on and you're seeing in the chats on all these other shows, Jenna still talks to Candace. Don't trust her. Don't trust her. But then, and then
That's Prayer Garden say that. Prayer Garden is saying told
Yeah,
Ziggy that.
that's the only person I've heard say it is Prayer Garden. Who else is
Prayer
saying
Garden is saying
I
that I have not talked to
Prayer Garden is
her.
absolutely convinced, but Prayer Garden is actually the one that's still talking to him, and she knows she is. But hey,
I know that. I know that.
I mean,
just don't
I-
understand
Do you
because-
honestly think that Candace would talk to me after I exposed everything?
So what do you? Okay, but you keep saying you have information, but you don't tell us.
Look, what I have is not my business to say. Is that what you're mad about?
No, that's not why I'm mad. I'm mad. Not even mad.
This is not even from Candace, nor Don, or anything like that.
But you are not still talking to Candace. You
Wait,
are
what
not
information?
trolling us. Or
You know what the information is. What we had a phone call about today.
we've already talked about it on here, haven't we?
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't understand why the name of that show was that. And you did say.
Okay, I get that. Can we please move on?
Well, I wanted you to explain it.
I have explained it to you, and you don't seem to understand that. You keep saying the same thing over again, and I'm trying to repeat myself to you because my story will not change.
Okay, answer me this then. Why then, when you said yes, it's me, I made that call? Why didn't you say, but that is not why she was upset during?
Because I didn't know that that was the title of the live.
But Jenna, right before you said it's me that called, they were saying, guys, this is so important. We need everyone to know this, or something along those lines. Candace wasn't upset about Cornbread Mafia. She got a call about a sighting of Summer, and then you said I made that call. You said it was
Ma'am,
me
if it
that
makes you
called.
feel better, if Candace and Don did not do nothing to their baby, I'll be the first one to say
Do you
I'm
think they
sorry.
did? Do you think they did? You truly think they did?
I think that they know what's going on with her. I know that. I'm not saying that they hurt that child, but what I'm saying is they know where she's at and who took her.
Also,
No.
if you guys paid attention when Dr. Phil mentioned the cornbread mafia, she started to break down again. Like she didn't go full blown breakdown, but her mouth started to quiver.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jenna didn't call her twice to tell her that she saw Summer. She thought she saw Summer. Cornbread mafia triggers Candace. Why is that?
Exactly.
Well,
And when I talked to Candace, she was not upset. When I told her that wasn't Summer, she was not crying. And they was at the hotel outside smoking a cigarette. And Candace was sitting.
That's what I know, Jenna. But I just wondered why.
So why are you coming at me like I'm like what?
Because you have to understand when I'm seeing all this saying Jenna still talks to Candace. No one trusts her. Don't trust her. And
I don't talk to Candace, and I'm sorry, you don't have to trust me because only one person is God who I even worry about in my children. So if anybody else does not trust me, I don't care. I honestly don't care.
I would be confused in that situation, in that moment. You don't see how that would confuse someone?
I didn't know what Cam and Allie was about. I'm sorry. I did not know that they was for Don and Candace until afterwards. And that's when I went onto the comments and said what I said. Cam and Allie and I don't know, the other woman that was on the panel, they commented on there and then they deleted, they like shut the comments off so nobody else could comment.
Well, anyway, I know how it was and how you missed an opportunity as soon as you said that was me that called. And you have to understand that does look suspicious when I'm seeing that you are still talking to Candace not to trust you. And then when
Well,
I said that, I'm like, what? What is going on here?
I'm not talking to Candace. I'm sorry you feel that way.
No, I'm saying that's what people are saying.
Well, I really don't care what people
No,
say.
like what people? I mean, I think it's probably like one person, and that, I mean, unless it's like certain ones that are just trying to start trouble. I mean, I know Prayer Garden like
I
wants
don't
to say
know.
that,
I've
but
seen it. I don't know. I know that I have seen it. And then I know that that show was totally about excusing Candace, and it was about the call that she got. And Jenna said, yes, it's me that called, but she never followed it up right then and there.
Ziggy, wasn't you the one that told me that Cam and Allie are for Don and Candace?
Yeah,
after
that's
I went on there?
How did you just happen to
Probably it would have to be
at
me.
that
I mean-
very minute, the topic of their show, at that very minute, that is the topic of the show, and you that was all just happenstance that you just fell upon their show right then and there in that minute and didn't know.
Well, to be honest with you, Ziggy wasn't live. So I was looking, on YouTube. I don't watch Cam and Allie. I'm not subscribed to them.
Okay.
So I don't know who,
Okay,
I don't
well,
know.
everybody knows that they are big Don and Candace fans.
I don't
and
think
that
she would know that. I don't really think she would know that because she never really. And I don't. I mean, I'm not trying to like just. I mean, yeah,
No, I was just
I'm
trying
friends
to
with her and stuff, but I'm not trying to
understand.
disrespect her. I'm just saying that.
I
I'm just saying I don't think
assumed
she would know because look how long I'm on live. God, we're almost
No,
under
no,
10
okay, but it
hours.
wasn't like
And
that.
Jenna-
But
No, I'm just saying she has no time. She has no
Ziggy.
time to see or watch anybody else.
Okay,
I don't
but
mean
what
to
I'm saying
interrupt.
is it wasn't like that. It
Yeah.
just was the whole topic and the title of the show was that.
I'm just gonna really quick.
I just wanted
Hold
to
on,
know
let
what
Tiffany
happened.
say something
I'm
real
so
quick.
sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm gonna jump off of here, but I'm gonna go into the chat and I'll listen. Ziggy, I want to thank you for having me up. I
No,
didn't
y'all
think
go
I'd be up
ahead.
here this
Y'all
long,
go
but
ahead.
it was fun, and I'm glad that it was nice to come up here this morning with you guys. And bye
Thank
to
you.
everybody. And
Right,
good luck.
Bye.
Right.
Okay.
Talk to you
Thank
later.
you, Tiffany.
Y'all go
You're
ahead.
welcome,
I just
Jenna.
wanted to ask Jenna that. I just wanted to ask because I never understood
I
it.
know,
It
but I
wasn't
wish that
cleared
we could get it worked out because I know that you were up here a little. I don't know.
up. That yes.
I mean, it was just creepy because I'm like, this is deja vu. I swear I've heard this conversation
Yeah,
before.
it was that, well, it's just been bothering me because I'm like, well,
I know, I can tell
was
it really
so
bothers you.
confused. I was like so confused.
I can tell
because
it really
everyone
bothers
knows. Yeah, because everyone knows Cam and Allie are big Don and Candace
But
fans.
she wouldn't know. I don't think she would know that because I don't think she was really into YouTube before.
No.
But the title of the show was that.
Okay, ma'am, I didn't read it. I am so sorry. Is that what you want me to say? I'm sorry.
Okay.
What was the title, though?
All I wanted was that explanation because it was very confusing to me.
All I seen was Cornbread Mafia. That's all I seen.
Like I don't read people's titles when I go into like I don't know. I
And
usually
that's, all
don't.
they,
read titles.
and that's all they talked about. That was the only topic they talked about. That's what it was about. So you have to understand.
You never know.
parents
I know, but you probably know. You don't know what somebody's got going on. Maybe she was like just. I don't know. Who knows? Like
I wanted to hear about the Cornbread Mafia.
Well, I know, but they were saying then that's not why she was upset, and you just never said.
But I didn't hear that until afterwards. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
it's-
I didn't know that was the reason why they were saying that.
it was.
I did not know.
I promise you that. Well, I mean, I guess I couldn't be 100% sure, but me and Jenna talk like almost every day. And
I just-
look how long
okay.
we're on live. We're now on,
Okay.
which is probably a record, but almost a record. But besides that, we'll talk offline for like an hour or two sometimes. So I
Exactly.
don't know when she would have time, like, to be talking to
Well,
Candace.
it just all happened very perfectly.
I understand it
Just to get
probably with a
going.
lot
And
of
so I was
coincidences.
confused.
Hey, Jen,
Yeah,
like,
because I don't like Cam and Allie because they're such big Don fans, and so when I saw that, I recognized Jenna from your show, and so
well,
I was
yeah.
like,
Well, it's just
what
like
is going on?
you can't like say like there's a lot of people who don't like Benny, for instance, but they still go in his chat because they like to see the train wreck. I don't.
I just go there to make to screen record everything he says about me so I can turn it into the investigators.
I mean, and I don't. I mean,
And
I don't mind
Jenna,
it.
that's what I thought you were doing, and I was hoping that I was wrong because that didn't look that way that day, and so that's what I mean. Is
Well,
that-
I'm sorry that it was a misunderstanding. I really am. But I don't even know who Cam and Allie are. I just think cornbread mafia. And then when I went in, they was talking about somebody, from a different state called and made a comment about a spotting of Summer. And I admit, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I admitted that it was me. And then they asked if I wanted to come up on panel, and then I said I just want Summer found, and I left chat. But then after that, I think Ziggy was the one that told me that they support Don and Candace, and that they were saying that was the reason why they was upset was because I called during the filming, and they was not filming when I called. So I went back over there, and the live was over, and I went into the comments, and I was like literally like saying that no, that is a complete lie. And Cam and Allie turned off the comments, so I could not comment no more in there.
Well, so you have to understand why that would be confusing to a person.
I mean, I understand, and I apologize. I mean,
Just like, hey, like for instance, I'll give you an example of a really a lot of coincidences that look really, really shady, but it's not like this whole thing with what Smiley did when she contacted Don Senior. There's a lot of coincidences that make it look like it was me that gave her that phone number. But like, I mean, and some people are convinced, but like, I did not give her the phone number. I have never even had it, but it just looks like it. Like a lot of things pointed towards me. Like she kept mentioning my name in her lives, and I don't know, it's a little different off topic, but I'm just saying, like,
Well,
I mean,
that's all. I just wanted to ask that question, Jenna, and I just never.
I don't think
never
so.
got
Hey, I did ask the reason why Jenna sent me that screenshot that I just showed, because I did ask her like,
yeah,
I did ask her like kind of
because Prayer Garden was saying that I talked to.
I kind of was accusatory. I said, "Are you still talking to?" Because there was a few days that we weren't really talking, and I was like, "Well, maybe she is back talking to them or something." And that wasn't because of anything. We just kind of you run out of things to talk about when you talk like every day, or if you're on live, like
No,
you know.
I understand.
And I did. I asked her.
I
I
just wanted
like
to make sure I wasn't crazy.
I don't know.
Just,
I don't know. I didn't watch that live, so I don't know like the context and stuff. So maybe I would understand better if I did see it. But
well, just go and see it, and then you maybe can
I mean,
understand.
if I have time, but I don't know.
It's very short. It's short. It's not a long drawn out thing. It's very short and to the point. And I just wondered why Jenna would say that, but yet not follow it up with. But that's not why she was upset. It just went on with that narrative.
Well, see, I didn't know, and then after I found out that's what the whole thing was about, I went into the comment after the live, and I told the truth, and I got attacked by Cam and Allie and the other another creator that was on panel with them.
I never saw that.
huh?
I never saw that.
It was in the comments after the live.
All right. I just wanted to clear that up. That's it. Thank you, Jenna.
Oh, no problem.
Sorry. I mean, I
Thank
understand.
you, Ziggy.